On their quest to claim another AL West crown and another World Series ring, the Houston Astros are acquiring third baseman Ramon Urias in order to shore up their infield defense and hopefully, for Astros fans and Astros management, win another World Series. After a disappointing 2025, the Orioles, trading the former Gold Glover and Urias away, are interested in retooling to compete in 2026 and beyond and found a suitable trade partner in the Houston Astros. The Astros are hoping, even though Urias provides about league average offense, his defense is enough to propel him above the current players that they have and be an upgrade and really solidify their stance as the best team in the American League and hopefully, again, win the World Series. In this video, we'll dive into this new breaking news of the Ramon Urias trade, see exactly what the Astros are giving up and what the Orioles are getting back, and give some gut reaction trade grades for each team. Before we begin, it'd mean a lot if you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's the easiest way to show that you're interested in this content and support me, as well as get more trade deadline coverage. I'm covering every major trade that's breaking right now. Once we get the full details of the Zach Littell trade, that will be up as well. So get subscribed, hit that notification bell so you can be updated on everything happening this trade deadline. Without further ado, let's dive into this Gold Glove swap and see exactly how these trades are ending up. Luis Urias is a strong defensive first third baseman who the Orioles have relied on for many years to provide them good value at the bottom half of their lineup. Urias won the Gold Glove in 2022 at third base in a very difficult American League with a lot of good defenders. And he also did very well offensively that year as well, a 105 OPS plus en route to 3.8 BWAR. So far in 2025, he's not yet at those numbers, but he's having a better year than he has had in 2023 and 2024. He's already put up 1.4 BWAR in 77 games. His offensive numbers are a little bit lackluster, 93 OPS plus, but that's about his average. You don't expect to have him hit for a lot of on base or slugging. Right now, his slash line is 248, 300, 388. That gets him that 688 OPS and slightly below league average. So definitely a defense first guy to have those high WAR numbers and be able to hit for below league average. He didn't strike out a ton, 60 strikeouts in 290 plate appearances. Definitely not bad. He's only walked 21 times though, so he doesn't walk a lot. Strikes out a decent amount. Offensively is not really what you're looking for here. His defensive value is really what carries him beyond to be a solid MLB player. Unlike nearly every player traded so far this deadline, Urias is not a free agent at the end of the year. He has one more year of team control. He should be expected to make somewhere between $4 and $5 million based on his current arbitration. So that will be what the Astros are on the hook for right now. Based on their current position, they have their top prospect in Bryce Matthews, their first round pick in 2023, currently at the major league level. He can play some shortstop, he can play some second base. He's been cold after having 3 home runs in basically 2 nights. So they're looking to potentially bolster that infield depth with Shea Whitcomb, Mauricio Dubon, Zach Short, and really solidify that with a solid piece that they can hope to sustain at the back end of their lineup. With Isaac Paredes and Jeremy Pena on the injured list and Brendan Rodgers likely out for the season, this is a great time for the Astros to actually go ahead and upgrade their infield positions. In exchange for Urias' services, the Orioles were acquiring single-A pitcher Twine Palmer, who was a 19th round pick of the Astros in the 2024 MLB draft. Palmer's done decently well this year. At single-A, he's a 2-0 record with a 2.13 ERA across 42 and a thirds innings pitched, with 44 strikeouts, and he's walked 22, so a little bit of command issues there. You're not going to find a lot of information about him, unfortunately, since he was drafted so late. He has only pitched a grand total of 15 games in the minor leagues, less than 45 innings, so still a lot to evaluate there. So there is a lot to learn about the player who's heading back to Baltimore, but there was something that Baltimore did like about acquiring Twine Palmer beyond just his name. He's only 20 out of Connors State College, and again, 19th round pick in last year's draft. Doing decently well so far, has started and has relieved a couple days. And at 6'5", there should be some projectability in that frame, which I'm sure is part of the reason why the Orioles are interested in him. The Orioles definitely need more pitching depth, and they're hoping Palmer is going to be an addition to a minor league system that desperately needs more arms. That projectable frame plus a fastball that's around low 90s suggests that maybe he is able to go ahead and actually build on some of that and increase that velocity, get a curveball going, which he already has a 12 to 6-ish curveball, and see exactly how that's going to develop. Now that we've talked about both the players in this deal, let's go ahead and actually give these teams a grade for their work in making this happen. For the Astros, I'm going to give this a C. I don't know if I love Ramon Urias. He's fine. He's serviceable. But if you look at where the Astros are at, I don't know if this was necessarily a big need. Did they need to add another infielder who's not great offensively? Not really. The defensive value, sure, that's absolutely there and a huge plus, but I don't know if that's exactly where I thought they should have added at this trade deadline. The fact he's under control for another year is absolutely a plus, but when you bring Isaac Paredes back, okay, so he DHs, and then what do you do with Yordan Alvarez? I don't think this fits long term, and there's a couple question marks I have about it. Twine Palmer is not on the Baseball America or MLB Pipeline top 30 list, so it's not like you're losing a huge prospect to acquire him. And again, the extra year of control is nice. Maybe you flip him this offseason, but I just don't know if I love this move, and I don't think it's a real difference maker, especially since this is all they've done so far this deadline. Heading to the AL East to the Orioles, I'm going to give this trade a C-. I also don't really understand this trade at all. Of course, Urias is blocking players like Kobe Mayo from playing more third base, and that's one of their top prospects who is starting to hit better and better, a former top 100, top 50 prospect, really. So giving him playing time is definitely a huge plus, but I don't know, just I'm so whelmed by what they received. There's nothing that jumps out at me as like, this is a guy who's going to be very good. He's walking a lot of guys, and again, 20 at single A, young for the level. I am okay being more lenient about what he could become. But it really seems like they could have gotten something a little more, especially given just how high a lot of the prices have been. Granted, a lot of that's been for relievers, but still, I would have expected a little bit more, someone with a little bit more name recognition, someone that I wouldn't have to search really hard to find videos from. Because at the end of the day, I'm pulling videos that you're seeing of Twine from his own Twitter page because there's just not enough out there of him pitching in the minor leagues. I know this is a shorter one, but it's a relatively short and minor trade, but still want to get it out there for you guys. So let me know who you think won in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay up to date about all the trade deadline happenings this deadline. Thanks again, and I hope to see you in the very next video.